Dad enjoys his little crawler loader. Karen tried driving it one day, and she was going to do some stuff, and I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that. He's funny. So yeah, I got all that swept up. While I'm hauling, he's going to dig out the bays. We got sand underneath there, so you can just take the bucket of the teeth and scoop up until you start seeing sand, and then there you go. But yeah, that'll be kind of nice. It's out to clay out here. It's just a couple inches of that fluffy dirt, and then it's hard clay underneath, and it's kind of a clay mound there. So I don't know if you see on the camera, but you got fall, and hopefully this winter the cows stay out on pasture, so we just bring the calves in and the steers in here for the winter, because we don't have winter water on pasture for them yet. And so there shouldn't be a whole lot of manure and bedding next spring, but you never know. All right, guys, so we are cleaning feedlot today. It's true, I wasn't lying in that opening bit. Dad, let me spin you around here. So he was up early. Zoom out. He was up early. I'm telling you, it's absolutely fun just to watch him on that dozer, because he had such a good time. I got some footage I'll put at the end. I wasn't sure how exciting it would be, and it got a little long, so I'll put that on the end of rolling the cart and getting that out of here. But we got the sand here, and that worked out good. So you can comb with the teeth down to clean sand, and so you see a layer of manure here, but the sand is right there. So he might come and just take a couple more scrapes just to clean this a little bit, but it's right there to the sand, and that's the whole point. Is so the urine has a way to get away from through the straw. We got a sassy Warner and Swayze 2A. It's a turret lathe. Really cool old welder guy in the area, machinist. It's just an old vintage lathe. It is a beast. There's a fun story about that. I'll share that with you sometime. That is a 10,000 pounds. I loaded by hand. Fun story. We need to get that in the shop so I can spin little snowmobile heads. He actually made excavator pins and bushings. Our old seed pile. But yeah, got this cleaned up. So we got a mountain of manure to get hauled out in the next several days. And then we've got a few bad bales laying around. And then we got some bales at the end of the driveway that have been there all summer. So after this is cleaned out, then we'll back in with the spreader, and we'll run them dry bales through and cover the concrete, and start the bedding process over. And next week we'll get the cows and everybody run through for their fall vaccinations and pour on dewormer. Calves and the steers can come to the feedlot. Their pasture is about done, and we don't have winter water for them, so they'll come to the feedlot. The cows, we're going to try and get them to stay on pasture all winter, so we don't have to haul manure, and start building manure out in the field. Big Massey getting fuel in them. I need to do, so I'm at 1,000 hours already on the Massey. 1,000 hours on my little utility tractor, and I need to do a video on it, because I got lots of good to say and a couple what were you thinking, Agco, to say, but just, after my first 1,000 hours of a used tractor, because I think there's a lot of value in that, because how many of us are actually buying brand new tractors all the time? And so I think there's a lot of value that for us smaller guys to be reviewing used equipment for each other. There's some real gems out there to be found, I think, and once in a while there's a turd to be had. but no, so far super happy. Fuel usage, I will say I've never seen a tractor this size. I never thought a tractor this size could use such little bit of fuel. It is amazing, but we'll get into that kind of stuff later. So I got the manure spreader from the rental company up in the yard, Flugie Zag out of Mora. Couldn't, Rod, typical old school guy around here, you just couldn't ask for a better Kuhn dealer for our area, and just like you expect out of all your dealers, just fantastic to work with the guy. So we're gonna get hooked up, get the spreader kind of set. I'll get a guidance line. We got to set our guidance line so we can do an accurate job of spreading manure and go from there. So all right, let's get hooked up and get going. All right, well, it's a Michael Jackson song on the radio, so we can shut that off for right now. But yeah, I did a couple loads just to try and get everything. I had a little fine tuning to do on my rate. The hydraulics were still a little whisker slow, so we'll go into number 2. Turn positive up to like 22. We'll give that a try. That's our floor chain, and to set our target rate. And we got our guidance line that I forgot to shut off, so I mapped myself coming into the yard and backing up here. I really had a good time on the Fendt tractors, setting them up for customers on manure. The Fendt headland management was simply top. Oh, that's a stick there. I didn't see that. I was busy recording. Their headland management on the computer was so easy, just to touch a couple buttons and have it. So on the manure spreader, guys, if you watch Alex the Dutchman, he's got that big joystick. There's an end and a big end and go on there, and so when you hit the big go button, I had it set for the guys, so it lifted the gate, turned on the PTO, revved up the engine, and then started the floor, and then it caught your guidance line and set your ground speed. So then you just simply had to hold on the reverser until manure started coming out the back. As soon as manure started coming out the back, you let go and you were spreading. And when you got to the headland, you hit the go button again, or touched that hydraulic to stall that hydraulic, and then you turned around and you hit the go button again to resume. And then when they were done, you hit the end button. There's a go and an end, and you hit the end, and it would shut all the manure spreader stuff down, let the engine come down to idle, and shot ground speed up. And it was a slick system. The Massey isn't quite, I can do it, but it's just not quite as simple. And but yeah, Dad's having fun. It keeps him young. The poor man's skid steer, poor man's track loader right there. That's a handy little machine, boy. What a little powerhouse of a machine. I think it's got like 9,000 pounds of lift capacity to full height. Just some amazing loader specs on that thing. It works really good. All right, so I come out, I hit my plus, my gate opens up, hit the PTO, spreaders turn on, rev up the engine, turn on the floor, and then as soon as manure starts coming, then I hit the slow speed steering. The slow speed helps until the manure gets back to the gate, and then I hit high speed, and away we go. I know it seems very busy, but when you don't have to explain it, it's just a couple seconds. Look at all the grass and the green manure growing, and the brown manure going on the field. Oh boy, this is one of my ugly weed fields that the local jackass had such a problem with. Yeah, this will be corn next year, possibly wheat. We'll feel it out and see what it looks like next spring. But yeah, right now the plan is corn. But now that I say wheat wouldn't be the worst thing for this field. And that'd be pretty nice. Then behind wheat, then we can pick rock. We gotta hit this with the finisher too. See this rough? Hold on. Jeepers cripes. Chipped a tooth. I cleaned that rear window. What if I dropped the phone? God, that'd suck right now, wouldn't it? Or how would you ever know? Maybe I could edit that out. Seeing somebody's fat hip turn the steering wheel. Then I hit the low speed, slow down, let it empty out here on the end. High speed, let it kind of run out on the headland here as we make our turn, and then we stop the floor, shut off the PTO, shut off our engine, and lower the gate. And then full stick ahead. I have a 92 speed transmission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go through all of them, but now I have to start over because there's a ditch here. And so I think we're already in 25th gear. And so let's try that again. Oof, gosh, I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just kidding. I can slightly hold it ahead and just slowly gain speed or pin it. Whoa, off to the drag races. All right, well, we're gonna call her a day. In between loads, Dad takes his little garden tractor there and uses the back blade to sweep up, and he's done it over there as well. And we got 24 loads out today. Kind of a late start because I had to run to get the spreader, then get her hooked up and all that happy stuff. But yeah, we still got 24 loads out, which is phenomenal. And there's maybe 10 to 12 loads left here. So we'll finish that up in the morning, and then we'll back the spreader in here and go get the 4430, just kind of park the spreader, go get one of them ugly bales from the end of the driveway, set in there, and just let it kind of just slowly, super slow, just chew that bale up. And we'll just let it kind of spread an area, and then move the tractor a little bit and kind of spread an area and chew all them bales through and get all this concrete covered with a little bit of bedding. And then we'll go grab a straw bale. I'd be really curious, if a guy backed up right here and put one of our straw bales in it and just let it blow that for a little bit, and then back up to the other one, one bale for both bays or one bale in each bay to get started. But yeah, anywho, that is the day, and I'm gonna go check in with Dad, see what time he wants to start tomorrow, and we'll do it again. I'll see if we can clean the hay bunk out. I don't want to lift it too hard and end up bending them side frames. I'll come down. I think that center spine is pretty strong. Deedly-dee, deedly-dee. Cleaned her out pretty good. That cleaned her out pretty good. I might have to come to the left one. Well, by golly, that seems to be pretty close to the center. I might put you down and see if I can't get myself... Oh, I'll go to the other side. Well, no, I think I can lift from this side. Let me just find the right spot. I'll just carry it right on out of here, right? I'll re-grab it once I get back here. I don't know where we'll put it. I don't like that just on one fork either. The door open so I can think. I should move left one spot. But yeah, I'll set this off to the side somewhere, and then we'll see what Dad wants us to do. Nope, I don't want to be there. So I'll let you guys go. I'm just going to set it off in the weeds over here, and then we got to grab some barrels and some stuff out of the corner, and just trying to get this feedlot cleaned up, organized, so tomorrow when the spreader comes, there we go. All right, let's yeah.